Hello everyone, it's me again, Teacher Mel, your math tutor. We are now on the 4th week lesson for the 3rd quarter. I'm here to teach you how to solve routine and non-routine problems involving different types of numerical equations. So sit back, manood, mag-enjoy at makinig sa video lesson na ito. Halika, simulan na natin. What are the steps in solving problem involving numerical equation? Number 1, we have to understand the problem. In order for you to understand the problem, you should identify the word phrase, variable, constant, and coefficient number in the given problem. And then you have to translate the word problem into numerical equation. Number 2 steps is to plan what to do. How do you plan? Identify the operation used and its inverse operation. And then the number 3 steps is to solve. How do you solve? Solve the translated numerical equation following the steps in solving the equation. And then the last steps is to check if your answer is correct. Make sure both sides are equal to make sure your answer is correct. Problem number 1. A number increased by 5 is 12. What is the value of the unknown number? First thing to do is to identify the word phrase and the variable and translate it into a numerical expression. We have increase by for addition. The variable we have x, 5 for the constant, is for equal, and another constant number 12. So our translated numerical expression is x plus 5 is equals to 12. For us to solve this equation, we have to remember this balance scale, which means both sides are equal, and whatever is done with the side A is also done in the side B. And one thing more, we have to remember the inverse proportion para ma-remove natin ang mga constant number at ang matira na lang ay ang value ng variables. Let us now solve the equation. The first step is to find the variables. The variables here is represented by x. The second step is to know what is attached to the variable. Here, attached to the variable is plus 5. So the next step is undo the operation both sides. So to undo plus 5, we have to get the inverse. What is the inverse of positive 5? So the inverse of positive 5 is negative 5. And whatever is done on the first side or side A, you also do it with side B. So ayan, pantay na sila. They are equal. Kung anong dinagdag natin sa side A, ganun din ang dinagdag natin sa side B. So let us solve this one. Positive 5 plus negative 5 is 0. So na-remove na natin yung 5. Ang natira na lang ay x. So we have dito rin, we're going to subtract because they are unlike sign. 12, positive 12 plus negative 5 is 7. So therefore, the value of x is equals to 7. Now to check if our answer is correct, let us substitute the value of x. So our equation is x plus 5 is equal to 12. X is 7 plus 5 is equals to 12. So 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 is equals to 12, our equation or our answer is correct. Problem number 2. The difference of a number and 10 is 22. What is the number? Again, we have to identify the word phrase and the variables and translate it into numerical expression. We have the difference for subtraction. For the variables, we have x, 10 and 22 for constant. Is equal. Our translated numerical equation is x minus 10 is equals to 22. For us to solve this equation, remember the balance scale, which means both sides are equal. Whatever is done in the other side will be done on the side B. We have to undo the operation or inverse the operation para ma-remove natin ang mga constant number at ang matira na lang ay ang value ng variables. Let us now solve the equation. X minus 10 is equals to 22. The first step is to find the variable. The variable here is represented by the letter x. The second step is to know what is attached to the variable. Attached to the variable in this equation is minus 10. And the next step is to undo the operation or inverse both sides. So to undo this is minus 10. The opposite of it or the inverse of it is plus 10. So whatever is done for the first side or the side A will also done on side B. So if we add 10 plus 10 to side A, we also add plus 10 on side B. Now let us add. Since this 10, negative 10 and positive 10 is unlike, so we are going to subtract. So ang natira na lang ay x. Gawin din natin sa kabila. Positive 22 plus positive 10, the answer is positive 33. So x now is 32. The value of x is 32. Let us now check. In checking, we have to substitute the value of x. So our equation is x minus 10 is equals to 22. So the value of x is 32 minus 10 is equals to 22. 32 minus 10 is equals to 22. So 22 is equal to 22. So our answer is correct. The next problem is a two-step solution. The problem is 7 less than twice the number is 15. What is the number? The reason why it is a two-step solution is that we have two operations used here, the less than and twice a number. Twice a number is represented by 2y. Less than 7 is minus 7. Is for equal sign and 15 for the constant number. So to translate this word phrase, we have 2y minus 7 is equals to 15. And we are asked to find the value of y. For us to solve the equation, we have to reverse the steps in ordering operation. And we also remember this balance scale, which means both sides are equal. Whatever done in side A is the same as side B. Let us now solve the equation 2y minus 7 is equals to 15. The first step is to find the variable. What is the variable in this equation? The variable is represented by the letter y. The second step is what is attached to the variable. So here, dito, may dalawang number na ka-attach sa variable. Meron tayong minus 7 and 2. So the first is subtraction, the second is multiplication. So we have to undo the order of operation. Pag sinabing undo the order of operation, di ba ang sinusunod natin in ordering operation is the step 1, we have grouping, second is the exponent, the third is the multiplication and division, and the last one is addition and subtraction. To undo the order of operation, we have to start from addition and subtraction, then multiplication, division, followed by exponent, and the last step is groupings. So yun ang gagawin natin dito. So we have two operations here. Meron tayong multiplication at subtraction. Pero ang una nating gagawin, because we undo the order of operation, is to subtract. Now, let us subtract or undo the operations both sides. So, whatever is done on side A will be also done in side B. So, you have plus 7 and plus 7. So, to do this, unlike sign, so you have to subtract, so this will become 0. Kaya ang matira na lang ay 2y. And then 15 minus 7 is 20. So, hindi pa rin tayo tapos because we have the y. Hindi pa natin nahanap ang value ng y. To do that, let us divide 2y by 2. So, divide natin siya sa 2. Kasi multiplication yan, di ba? What is the opposite of multiplication is division. Kaya para matanggal na yung number 2, we are going to divide this one with 2. So, the same also with side B. Divide natin siya sa 2. So, when we divide 2y divided by 2, ang natira ay y. At ang 22 divided by 2, we have 11. So, therefore, y is equals to 11. Okay, let us check if our answer is correct. Let us substitute the value of y. Y is 11, so substitute 2 times 11 minus 7 is equals to 15. So 2 times 11 is equals to 22. Minus 7 is equals to 15. So therefore, 15 is equals to 15. Our answer is correct. The next problem is another example of a two-step solution. The problem is the quotient of a number and 4 minus 7 is equals to 35. Here we have two operations, the minus and division. For us to solve this equation, we have to undo the order of operation. When I say undo, we have to do the order of operation starting with rule number 1, which is grouping symbols, followed by exponent, and number 3 is multiplication and division, and the last to do is addition and subtraction. To undo, we have to start with addition and subtraction, followed by multiplication and division, exponent, and the last to do is groupings. So, yun ang gagawin natin dito sa equation. And always remember the balance scale, which means both sides are equal. Whatever's done on the first side or side A side B. Let us now solve the equation. The first is to find the variable. What is the variable here? The variable here is represented by the letter H. And the second step is to know what is attached to the variable. Ano ba yung mga naka-attach sa variable? So, meron tayong dalawang operation na naka-attach sa variable. Meron tayong minus 7 at saka yung divided by 4. So, dalawa. Para natin ma-solve itong equation na ito, kailangan natin to undo the order of operation. Ano nga yung order of operation nating rule? We have 4 rule steps natin. We have number 1, grouping, followed by exponent. Then number 3 is multiplication and division. And the last is addition and subtraction. To solve the equation, we have to undo the order of operation. Pag sinabing undo, opposite, pabaliktad. Kung nagsimula tayo sa groupings, dito sa equation, magsisimula tayo sa addition and subtraction papuntang groupings. So, dahil dito, meron tayong dalawang operation, subtraction and division. So, kailangan natin magsimula sa subtraction because that is the rule. So, since ang ating sisimulan ay minus 7, the third step is to undo the operation both sides. So, gagawin natin sa side A, ang gagawin natin at gagawin din natin sa side B. So, we have, since this is minus, so we have positive 7. Ganun din ang gagawin natin sa side B, positive 7. So, since they are unlike sign, so minus na yan. 0 na. Negative 7 plus positive 7 is 0. So, ang matira dyan ay h over 4 na lang. So, dito naman sa kabila, like sign sila, kaya we have to add. So, therefore, ang natira is h over 4 is equals to 42. Now, hindi pa tayo tapos kasi hindi pa natin na-solve ang value ng variable na h. So, since ginamit dito ang division, what is the opposite of division? Multiplication. So, para matanggal yung 4, atin tong i-multiply sa 4, both sides. So, h divided by 4 times 4 is also equal to 42 times 4. So, ayan. So, para matanggal yan, kakancel natin yung 4 and 4 because 4 divided by 4 is equal to h is 1. So, h na lang ang natira. Is equals to 42 times 4. The answer is 168. So, therefore, h is equals to 168. Okay, to solve if our answer is correct, just substitute the given number. What is the value of h? 168. So, divided by 4, minus 7 is equals to 35. 168 divided by 4, we have 42. Minus 7 is equals to 35. So, subtract 42 minus 7, the answer is 35 is equals to 35. So, our answer is correct. Now, let us solve the non-routine word problem involving equation. The problem is the perimeter of the square is 64 inches. What is its area? First thing to do to solve the problem is to understand it. We know the given information, which is the perimeter of the square, is 64. What is the mathematical phrases found in the problem? We have the perimeter and the area, which which means addition and multiplication. We also have know that the square has 4 sides, and we are asked to find the area of the square. The next step is planning. In this problem, we have 2 steps to find the correct answer. The first step is to represent x as the side of the square, and the square has 4 sides. Then we have to translate the word problem into numerical equation, which is 4x is equals to 64. In order for us to know the measure of one side of the square. The second step is to find the area of the square using the formula area is equals to s squared. The next step is to solve the numerical equation, which is 4x is equals to 64. Following the equation, the first step is to know the variable. The variable here is x. The second step is what is connected to the variable. We have 4. So 4x, meaning the operation here is multiplication. So we have to undo the operation. So since this is multiplication, we are going to divide this one. The opposite of multiplication is division. So let us now divide 4x by 4 and 64 by 4. Okay. So 4x divided by 4, so cancel 4 divided by 4 is 1. Ang natira na lang ay x. Then 64 divided by 4, the answer is 16. So x now is 16. So this is the first step. The second step is to find the area of the square. The area of the square has the formula s squared. So since x is 16 and that represents the side of the square, which is 16, we multiply 16 by itself. 16 times 16, the answer is 256 square inches. So the area of the square now is 256 square inches. Now let us check if our answer is correct. To check, let us just substitute the value of x. The value of x is 16 multiplied by 4. 16 multiplied by 4 is 64. Is equal also to 64. So our answer now is correct. Let us solve another non-routine word problem involving ages. The problem is Armel is 2 years older than his brother Alvin. The sum of their ages is 26. How old is Alvin? Let us now understand the problem. The given information is Armel is 2 years older than Alvin. The sum of their ages is 26. What is the mathematical phrase found in the problem? We have sum and done. What do you want to know about the problem? We are asked to find how old is Alvin. Now, let us make a plan by translating. Armel is 2 years older than Alvin. The sum of their ages is 26. We have this. 2x plus 2 is equals to 26. Let x represent the children. And we have 2 children, Armel and Alvin. And Armel is 2 years older than Alvin. That's why our numerical expression or equation is 2x plus 2 is equals to 26. Let us now solve the problem using the equation 2x plus 2 is equals to 26. The variable here is x. And what is connected to x? We have positive 2. And also multiply by 2. So let us undo the operation here. Since this is addition, we have to use minus 2 to both sides. So we have to add plus 2 and negative 2, the answer is 0. And then 26 minus 2 is 24. So we still have 2x is equals to 24. Now let us find the value of x using this 2x. So 2x means multiplying 2 by x. So let us undo the operation. To undo the operation of multiplication, we're going to use division. So let us divide 2x by 2 and also 24 by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x and 24 divided by 2 is 12. So the value of x now is 12. So the age of Armel is 14 while Alvin is 12. So to check if our answer is correct, 2x plus 2 is equals to 26. Let us substitute the value of x, which is 12. Let us multiply 12 by 2. This is 24 plus 2 is equals to 26. So 12 times 2 is 24 plus 2 is equals to 26. 26 is equals to 26. So 14 plus 12 is equals to 26. So Armel is 14 and Alvin is 12. Now let us solve another non-routine word problem. The problem is the ratio of two numbers is 5:1. If the sum of these numbers is 18, what are these numbers? Let us now understand the problem. The given information in the problem is the ratio of 5:1 and the sum of 18. Then, what does the problem want you to find out? So we're asked to find the two numbers. Then what is the mathematical phrase found in the problem? So we have the sum and ratio. Now the next step is planning. Let us now translate the problem into numerical equation. So we have 5n plus 1n is equals to 18. And then let us solve. The equation is 5n plus 1n is equals to 18. Let us just add 5n plus 1n. We have 6n is equals to 18. Our variable here is n. And what is connected to n? We have 6, meaning 6 is multiplied by the n. So since the operation is multiplication, to undo the operation, we are going to divide. So let us divide 6n by 6 and also 18 by 6. So 6n divided by 6 is equals to n. And 18 divided by 6 is equals to 3. So therefore, n is equals to 3. Then let us check To check, let us substitute the value of n. In order for us to know the two numbers, we have to check if it is equals to 18. So 5 times 3, which is the value of n, and 1 times 3, the value of n is equals to 18. So let us multiply. 5 times 3 is equals to 15, and 1 times 3 is equals to 3 is equals to 18. So 5 plus 3 is equals to 18, and it is also equals to 18. So the two numbers are 15 and 3. Our answer is correct because if we add 15 and 3, the sum is 18. Now it's your turn to get your pen and paper to answer the following exercises. You have to read carefully the problem and choose the letter of the correct answer. Pause the video while answering the problem. And after 3 minutes, you play again to reveal the answer. The timer starts now. Let us now reveal the answer. What is the correct answer for number 1? Very good. The correct answer is 20. Letter C. What about question number 2? What is the correct answer? Very good. The answer is letter B, 54. Let's go to number 3. What is your answer? The correct answer is letter D, 8. And the last number, the correct answer is letter C, 81. Okay, you've got the correct answer, guys. Congratulations for the job well done. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on my next video lesson. This is Teacher Mel saying, the more you practice, the better you'll be. The harder you train, the great in you